Staying focused is not just a habit. It is a war you fight every single day. A silent battle between the version of you that wants comfort and the version of you that demands greatness. And when you wake up every morning with noise attacking your mind from every direction, distractions, doubts, fears, people telling you what you can't do, you must build a fortress inside yourself strong enough to silence everything except your purpose. Because focus is the weapon that separates those who dream from those who achieve, those who talk from those who build, those who wish from those who conquer. And the truth is that your focus will be tested every single day. You will be tempted to quit, to scroll endlessly, to escape into comfort because the path of growth is painful. But you must understand that the pain you feel while staying committed is temporary, while the pain you feel from regret is permanent. And you must ask yourself every time you are about to give up, do I want temporary relief or a lifetime of pride? You have to remind yourself that every distraction you entertain steals a piece of your future. Every minute wasted becomes a memory you wish you could reclaim. And every time you get off track, something inside you becomes weaker. Your discipline, your passion, your drive. But the opposite is also true. Every moment you stay focused builds a stronger, sharper, more unstoppable version of you. The version of you that refuses excuses. The version of you that doesn't negotiate with laziness. The version of you that shows up even when motivation dies. And that version of you is waiting to be unleashed. But it will only come alive the day you stop treating your dreams like a hobby and start treating them like oxygen. Something essential, something non-negotiable, something worth sacrificing for. Worth fighting for. Worth waking up early for. Worth staying up late for. Worth losing friends for. Worth being misunderstood for. Because focus requires sacrifice. And most people are too afraid of sacrifice to achieve anything extraordinary. They want success while still clinging to comfort. They want results without consistency. They want growth without discipline. But that is not how greatness works. Because greatness is built quietly. In the hours when nobody is watching. In the moments when you choose to study instead of waste time. To train instead of complain. To work instead of scroll. To push instead of pause. And that is exactly why staying focused is your ultimate superpower. The trait that turns average into exceptional. The trait that transforms impossible into inevitable. The trait that makes your goals bow down to your effort. And you must remember that your future is shaped by the small decisions you make every day. The tiny victories you collect. The moments you say no to distractions and yes to discipline. Because discipline is not punishment. It is liberation. It is freedom from weakness. Freedom from procrastination. Freedom from the version of you that settles. And when you discipline your focus, the world opens its doors for you. Opportunities begin to appear. The right people start moving into your life. Your confidence grows. Your fear shrinks. And you begin to see what you are truly capable of. Not the watered-down version of you shaped by laziness and doubt, but the powerful version built by commitment, shaped by hunger, and carved by purpose. And every time you stay focused, you evolve. And every evolution takes you one step closer to the life that is waiting for you on the other side of discipline. So when your mind tells you to quit, you must tell it to sit down. When your emotions tell you to take it easy, you must remind them that comfort never created legends. When you feel tired, you must remember why you started. When you feel overwhelmed, you must break your task into pieces and keep moving. When you feel hopeless, you must remind yourself that progress does not come from perfection. It comes from consistency. And as long as you are moving forward, even if slowly, your future is getting brighter. Stronger, closer. And yes, there will be days when you feel lost. Days when you feel stuck. Days when nothing seems to work. Days when your motivation disappears. But those days are the days that build you. Because anyone can stay focused when everything is easy. But the truly powerful people are the ones who stay focused when everything is falling apart. When everything hurts. When doubt screams louder than hope. Because they know that pain is not a signal to stop, it is a signal to grow. And if you can hold your focus during the storm will eventually bow to your strength. and you will rise from it sharper, wiser, harder, unstoppable. So promise yourself today that you will no longer waste your potential, that you will stop letting meaningless distractions steal your destiny, that you will guard your focus like treasure, because it is treasure, the most valuable asset you have, and nobody can take it from you unless you give it away. So stop giving away your future to temporary pleasures. Stop giving away your goals to laziness. Stop giving away your dreams to fear. And take control of your life with the power of focus. Because the world does not belong to the talented. It belongs to the consistent, the disciplined, the focused. The ones who refuse to be pulled away from their mission. The ones who understand that greatness is a long game, a lonely game, a disciplined game. And if you stay focused long enough, the world will have no choice but to notice you, respect you, follow you, and fear the fire burning inside you. So stay focused, stay unshakable, stay committed, because your future is waiting for you, and it belongs to the version of you who never looks away from the goal, no matter how loud the world becomes. And as you move forward with this unstoppable focus burning inside you, you begin to understand something that most people never realize. Focus is not something you find. It is something you create, something you train, something you strengthen every single day through your choices, through your habits, through the way you speak to yourself. And the moment you start treating your focus like a muscle instead of a mood, everything in your life starts to transform. Suddenly you stop waiting for motivation because you realize motivation is just a spark. But focus is the fire, and you learn to ignite this fire on your own, without waiting for perfect conditions, without waiting for someone to push you, without waiting for the right time, because you understand that the right time is always now. The right moment is the moment you decide to act, the moment you reject excuses and embrace effort, the moment you stop hoping for a miracle and start becoming one. And on this journey, you will encounter people who won't understand your commitment, people who will call you obsessed, people who will say you changed, and you must accept that not everyone is meant to walk the same path as you, because the path of focus is narrow, and only a few have the strength to stay on it. And while they waste their time chasing temporary pleasures, you build a future they will one day envy. Because staying focused is not just about blocking distractions. It is about building a life so meaningful that distractions lose all power over you. And the day you reach that level, when the world around you is loud, but your purpose is louder, nothing can break you. Nothing can slow you down. Nothing can dim the fire in your soul. And that is when you become dangerous. Because a focused mind is sharper than fear, stronger than doubt, faster than hesitation. And once you unlock this state, you start moving with a confidence that comes from knowing you are doing what others are too afraid to do. You are becoming what others only dream of becoming. And you realize that the journey is not about proving others wrong. It is about proving to yourself that you were always capable, that you always had the power, that your potential was never missing. It was just waiting for you to stay still long enough, focused long enough, disciplined long enough for it to rise from the shadows. And now that you are on this path, you must protect it with everything you have. Because focus is fragile, easily stolen by distractions, disguised as entertainment, comfort, laziness, and unnecessary comparison. But you must stand guard at the doors of your mind, allowing in only what strengthens you, what sharpens you, what pushes you closer to the life you are building. And when the world tries to pull you back into old habits, you must look it in the face and say, "Not anymore," because you are not the same person you were before. You are becoming something stronger, something wiser, something more disciplined. And the more you hold on to your focus, the more your future begins to bend in your favor. Opportunities aligning with your effort, dreams aligning with your discipline, time aligning with your purpose. And this alignment creates momentum. A force so powerful that even on days you feel tired, momentum carries you forward, reminding you that you are too far to turn back and too close to give up. So keep going, keep pushing, keep sharpening your mind, because every second you stay focused brings you closer to the life you deserve, the life you envision, The life that is already waiting for you if you are willing to fight for it with relentless, unshakable focus.